This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning, and I'm wishing for everyone a wonderful and a productive day. And in the news this morning for June 19, 2023, unidentified man killed in Seaview Gardens. Detectives assigned to the St. Andrew South Criminal Investigations Branch are seeking the public's help in identifying the body of a man who was shot and killed on Atlantic Boulevard in Seaview Gardens, St. Andrew on Sunday. The deceased is of brown complexion, medium build, about 170 centimeters or 5 feet 7 inches long, appears to be in his mid-20s, and has a cornrow hairstyle. The man was clad in a gray t-shirt, blue jeans, and white Reebok shoes. Reports are that about 12:05 a.m., residents heard explosions and summoned the police. On their arrival, the now deceased was seen lying on the roadway with gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at hospital. Anyone with information that can assist the police in their investigations is asked to contact the Hunts Bay CIB at 876-923-7111, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. St. Mary man charged with the rape of 6-year-old girl. A 51-year-old man accused of raping a 6-year-old girl when he was hired to do work at her house has been charged with 2 counts of rape and 2 counts of grievous sexual assault. Charged is Clive Green, a mason of Hamilton Mountain in St. Mary. It is reported that Green sexually assaulted the girl in a St. Anne community on separate occasions since 2023. Reports are that on both occasions, Green was hired for work at the girl's home when he sexually assaulted and raped her. A report was made to the police and Green was subsequently arrested and charged following an interview. His court date is being arranged. Detectives assigned to the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offenses and Child Abuse are advising parents to keep an eye on workmen they hire and how they relate to their children. Construction worker charged for shooting at a shopkeeper in St. Anne. A construction worker has been charged after he allegedly shot at a shopkeeper in Pimento Walk, Oteria, St. Anne on Saturday. Charged with shooting with intent, illegal possession of firearm and ammunition, and using an illegal firearm to commit a felony is 30-year-old Rasheen Allen, otherwise called Coco, of Russell Hall in Parrytown, St. Anne. Reports from the St. Anne's Bay Police are that about 9:45 p.m., a male shopkeeper was at his business establishment when Allen allegedly brandished a firearm and opened gunfire at him. The man managed to escape injuries and reported the incident to the police. Allen was arrested during a subsequent operation and charged. His court date is being finalized. Jerk vendor killed in road crash in Portland. A popular jerk vendor in Portland died in a motor vehicle accident on Sunday morning after a car he was driving ran off the road and over a precipice and landed some 300 feet below. He has been identified as 60-year-old Gilbert Hall, popularly known as Honest John, of a land settlement address in Portland. Police sources have reported that Hall, who attended a wake at a ginger house in the Upper Rio Grande Valley, was driving home about 2 a.m. when the Toyota Corolla station wagon he was driving crashed. Some hours later, residents reportedly spotted a car in the ravine. A search party discovered Hall's motionless body trapped inside the wrecked vehicle, which had overturned. He was later pronounced dead. 2 men arrested following gun seizure in St. James. 2 men are in police custody following the seizure of a firearm and 19 rounds of ammunition on Blood Lane in Glendevon, St. James on Saturday. The Montego Hills police say about 6:10 p.m., police were on patrol in the area when they were alerted to a white Toyota Corolla Axio parked along Blood Lane with 2 men aboard. The men were reportedly acting in a manner that aroused the suspicion of the officers. The police approached the vehicle and conducted a search. During the search of the vehicle, the police allegedly found a Glock pistol with a magazine affixed containing 19 cartridges. The police say the identities of the men are being withheld pending further investigations. Lawyer crushes Kern gets a nod for PNP in St. Elizabeth Northeast. Lawyer Zuleika Jess gained the majority support of delegates to represent the opposition People's National Party in the next parliamentary election after triumphing over Colonel Spencer in Sunday's internal election. Jess, who polled 73% of the voter turnout at the St. Elizabeth Technical High School, said she was absolutely thrilled. "I am overjoyed to have received more than 70% of the vote. It is even a number that exceeds our own canvass. What it says to us is that the people of Northeast St. Elizabeth are serious about getting quality representation and that they are willing to put their bet on people who are willing to advance the cause and to move the constituency forward," she said. Director of the election Wentworth Skeffrey told a journalist that Jess polled 569 to Spencer's 209 votes. "We had a voter turnout of 61.2%, representing 780 delegates who voted. 2 ballots were rejected," he said. There were 1,274 delegates eligible to vote. Long considered a stronghold of the PNP, St. Elizabeth Northeastern was lost to the ruling Jamaica Labour Party's Delroy Slowly in 2020. Among the shock results of that election, which the JLP won by a landslide. "The race is over. We must now get rid of Slowly and the JLP, not each other," Skeffrey told the PNP supporters and the delegates. Spencer, who is also chairman of the PNP's Region 5, comprising Manchester and St. Elizabeth, was still disgruntled that approximately 400 people had not been added to the delegates list. "It is no big surprise. The fact of the matter is that those are delegates that I knew would have supported me and I would have needed. Remember, I was out of the system for over 10 years, so coming back there would have been existing groups on the system that would have been loyal to persons who would have been current in the political operation of the constituency," he said. "I think what the party would have wanted was to have a good pulse from as wide a pool of delegates as possible, and when you don't allow 400 delegates to participate, then you really limit the pulse that you want to take of what's happening," added Spencer. There were verbal and physical clashes on Sunday between supporters of Jess and Spencer at the entrance to Stets and on the Santa Cruz main road. Jess said she is willing to unify the supporters and the delegates by working with Spencer. "He is a comrade and there is always a place for him within the PNP and in particular Northeast St. Elizabeth under my leadership. My doors are open. We are one family and we are going to remain united and move forward," she said. Spencer said his role as Region 5 chairman will assist in unifying St. Elizabeth Northeastern. "It is what it is and I appeal to the supporters for calm as we go forward. There is a lot of healing that has to take place in terms of the constituency," he said. Spencer, who had won the seat for the PNP in 2007, was forced to walk away from competitive politics in the build-up to the 2011 general election following corruption charges, which were eventually dismissed, relating to the Cuban light bulb scandal. Jess said her focus is now on regaining the constituency in the next parliamentary election. "I am ready to do the job that I was brought here to do, which is to bring victory to the people of Northeast St. Elizabeth and to return the constituency to the PNP and to give Mark Golden his very first electoral victory," she said. Contrary to popular belief, the constituency has not been divided in the way that people would like to portray it to be. The people of Northeastern St. Elizabeth are united around a common cause, and that is to ensure that the people see progress, that the constituency becomes developed, she added. Jess said access to education and water are among her priorities for the constituency. She expressed her gratitude to the delegates for her victory. "They have carried me on their backs and they have carried me in their hearts. It is quite an emotional victory because this is a victory that was won only because we had the support of the people, and there is no better victory than one that is powered by the people, so I am feeling extremely happy," she said. "The people in Northeast St. Elizabeth have spoken in a very clear way and they have made their choice known. They have protected me in a way that I could not have even expected," added Jess. She said she will be targeting young people in her campaign for the next parliamentary election, as well as the Santa Cruz division in the local government election. "We are making it very clear that we are going to be appealing to that demographic that persons have thought that the PNP no longer appeals to, and I am taking this opportunity to serve notice that we are coming back for the Santa Cruz division, and when the next election is called, we are going to be taking all 4 divisions, said Jess. Councillor Audie Myers of the PNP Silo division said Jess has created history for the constituency. A woman with integrity, honesty, decency, loyalty, and a commitment. A humble 33-year-old successful person and the first female going forward for the PNP in Northeast St. Elizabeth, he said. At the end of the day, we are one. I will always be for unity. I might have my side that I support, but at the end of the day, I am a strong and a committed comrade, and anything for the PNP, I am with it, added Myers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.